finding images is pretty difficult. And if you do a search normally on the internet, on some agency, you get tons of images, and it's just impossible to look at all of them. Another problem is that if you have images, very often they have bad keywords, and therefore the results are not too good. There are visual search technologies out there, but the problem is they can find similar looking things, but they don't know what actually is on the image. They don't understand the meaning. So we try to address that. What we did in last year, actually, we proposed a new way to search for images for visual and semantical data at the same time. And by actually fusing that, this gave much better results than other approaches before. I just show this in a minute again, because we have further developed that, and now it's very fast and speedy, and it gets even better results than before. What is new this year is we are actually proposing an idea where search results can automatically be clustered, because very often you are not too sure what to type in, and then what you get is a large set of different images, and we try to organize this automatically for you. And then I also showed a little new idea how we can visually browse images. So this is the idea what you actually proposed last year. So if you search on the image alone, you will not get too good results. And if you search on the keywords alone, it's also not that good. But if you actually search for both things at the same time, what's happening actually, you can be sure that the visual part guarantees that it looks alike, and the keywords guarantee actually the meaning is itself. So this is something that you normally don't have for normal searches. So this is actually the demo that we developed, and you can just see how this works. So what I do here, I just type in a keyword like bird, and this is a result. And if I decide to have something like that, you can see I find similar things. If I do a new search with bird, and this time I decide to go for this flamingo images, I will get other images showing flamingos. And if then I think, okay, let's have that image, but it should be very visually similar, actually that's what you get. Let me just show you another example. This time I'm typing in Swiss. Okay, and these are images associated with Swiss. And if I decide, for example, to go for such a knife, then I get other knives that look like that. Let's do the same thing again. And so if I'm looking for a cow on a Swiss mountain, this might be difficult. And I could go there and say, okay, that's something that goes to the right direction. And then I can focus on the content. And then again, I will get the correct images showing this certain idea with the cow in the Swiss mountains. But the problem is, what do I do if I don't have a good starting image? Because you need a sample to start your query. And this actually is our new idea. So what we do is, so this is the first result you've just seen before. I type in Swiss, and I get all different things because the system does not know am I talking about Swiss cheese or watches or whatever. Actually, this just means I get too many different results, and it makes it very difficult to start my similarity search. And what I do is, this is our new system. So what I do, I type in Swiss like before, and what's happening now is the system gets images and actually generates different clusters like Swiss mountain, chocolates, cheese, and these army knives again. And now I could say, okay, this is nice, but I rather want a corkscrew. And I get that, and from that idea I could say, well, that's nice, and you could start searching here. And let me just, usually, sometimes people do not really know what they want, and this could bring you to the idea, oh no, perhaps it's better to have something with wine. And if I do that, I just start a new search here, and I say, okay, let's go for wine. And again, you can see we'll have like glasses and dishes and trees and things like that. And so if I want to have these vineyards and these grapes, there you are, and you go and you find it very directly by just focusing on the center of these images. Okay, so this is the clustering idea, and this helps the customer actually to focus on that idea without having to express, I want a grape which should be blue and some leaves and things like that. You can just click and select it, and then it's very easy. This is just another example where the name actually comes from. If you have palm, then you would have the tree and the palm tree and the hand. And again, here you can see if you want to go for palm trees, and then you select, okay, I should have coconuts on the tree, then you would have that. And this could be the point where you say, okay, that's fine. And then you can go to a particular image and say, okay, I like that. And then you can find other things that look alike. So this is actually the new system that we've proposed here for Cepic this year. And just I want to show you as the last idea what I'm actually planning for the next time. And if you go to a department store, you don't ask every 5 minutes, where is this, where is that, and then you don't need the system. You just go there and actually browse visually. You say, okay, let's go to men clothes, and you see I got shirts and trousers, and actually go there and you try to find things. And we try to do something similar with images. So what we did is, actually, this is something like an idea like Google Maps. What you're seeing here, this is 250 images that actually represent 1 million images. And what I can do, actually, I can use this like Google Maps. So if I zoom in here on the sunflower, you can see this is the area of sunflowers. And actually, I can navigate this, and close by images, I can actually see the small region on the right side. This is my navigator, and I can navigate that, and I get similar looking images. And now if I move this a little bit and I zoom out again, you can see actually on the top level we have moved for one image to the left. And again, you've got apple images here, and you can just move around in this structure here. And I can also do a search, like let's go for apples. And what you see on the right side here is actually a kind of heat map, and it's showing the different concepts like these clusters before, like isolated apples and apples on trees and things like that. And actually can click this and navigate this again. And this gives you an overview. Just have a look at tons of images at the same time. And again, just another example, I might be looking for coffee situations. So this is coffee. You can actually see the island of coffees on that side. And again, I could zoom in here, but I could also go to another concept like clicking another area down here. And you can see these are now cups and other things. And now we go to chocolates because it's associated with coffee. And let me just show you another search. For example, chili. And you can see these are all the chili plants. And again, I can navigate here and try to find similar looking things. So it's a very fast way to look at things at many images which you would not be able to before. So this was palm again. And if I click on these different areas there, you can see the different concepts. So all the hands are in one hand and in one area, and all the palm trees in another. So this is basically the idea that we've shown. And so if you want to have palm leaves, that's where you would go. So basically, this is the new idea. You can see this in action at our table. So thank you very much.